Better Call Saul is the best show I've watched in a while. To be fair, the show I was watching before this was Velma, so I guess that's not saying much, but the show is good. You're gonna have to trust me. It may come as a surprise, but I've only recently finished Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and I had no major spoilers for either show. Throughout the years of memes and dedicated fans talking about the show, the overwhelming majority of the show was left intact for me, which is quite insane when you realize that other fan bases like One Piece fans and Marvel fans will actively spoil the content from the series they like for other people before it even comes out. Unlike other AMC IPs like The Walking Dead or The Walking Dead or The Walking Dead, I think this show had a phenomenal run. There are some dull moments, but Better Call Saul expanded on the Breaking Bad universe, which is a series I desperately wanted more content from. I was asking, is there any more content, versus The Walking Dead telling me that there is more content without me asking. This show expands on an amazing universe because it's a prequel to the original series and does so without retconning very much, if anything at all, from what I can tell. The quality of the writing was pretty good most of the time, but the pacing was a little bad at some parts. I'd go into specifics, but I want to remain as spoiler free as possible. But to be fair, the pacing only feels bad in between major plot points because crazy stuff can't be happening all the time. And the show is grounded in reality for the most part, and my day-to-day life is pretty boring outside of major life events. Maybe the show seemed better than it actually was because Saul is my favorite character in the Breaking Bad universe. To me, Better Call Saul illustrates how many shows lack quality, whether it's because of writing, pacing, virtue signaling, reliance on cliches and tropes, or even bad animation if the show is animated. Even within those dull periods of the show, they were still developing the universe by providing more information about the characters within the universe. And despite Saul being the main character, the show is split between multiple characters, which means that there's probably something interesting happening all the time. You might not just be interested in that character. While the entire show is pretty damn good, the chef's kiss is the ending. This part of the video is going to contain spoilers. If you haven't seen the ending, stop watching now. Still here? Good. Throughout the show, we see Saul get away with a lot, causing his brother to lose a client, defrauding government organizations, and even successfully negotiating with a hyper-aggressive cartel member.
For herself? No, not for them. For these two. Her boys are apples of her eye. You say they don't deserve her? Maybe so. But they're all she's got. Now, you turn them inside out.
Eventually, all his crimes catch up to him, and he is caught 6 years after the events of Breaking Bad, and he is facing over 70 years for his crimes. But Saul being Saul, he manages to get a plea deal for 7 years. At the hearing, he walks back everything he had said to get this reduced sentence. He ends up being sentenced to 76 years. Kim gets into the prison to see him, and they talk about why he did it. As Kim is leaving the prison, Saul is watching her as if he would never see her again. And this scene was pure gold. We saw the full development of Saul's character. He could have just done 7 years and left Kim to fend for herself. Yet he does the right thing, well, as right as you can get in this situation anyway, and he saves Kim at the expense of himself. The selfish became selfless. The theme at the end was also phenomenal. You can feel the significance of the event through the music that accompanied it. The theme is called Shared Sentence. Take a listen. Even if you don't like the idea that Saul is a better person, or you believe that Saul is still selfish, he just did a selfless thing, I couldn't necessarily disagree with that. This ending still highlights the fact that despite his selfishness, he's still capable of great selfless actions, which might even be more impactful than someone going from selfish to selfless. TV does not get much better than Better Call Saul. Thank you for watching this video.